Imagine a city where you never know if you're standing on the ground floor or the 22nd floor. A train doesn't travel underground. It passes right through a building in the middle of the city. Public squares sit on top of skyscrapers, and roads seem to float through the mountains. Yet chances are you've never heard of this amazing place. Today, GlobeTrek takes you to Chongqing, one of the most incredible cities you've probably never seen. It is a place that feels more like a futuristic experiment than a location and general information. Chongqing is located in southwestern China, surrounded by mountains and crossed by two great rivers, the Yangtze River, the largest river in Asia, and the Jilin River, one of its major tributaries. The city's rugged landscape has shaped everything about it. Steep hills, deep valleys, and natural barriers have forced engineers and architects to think differently. As a result, Chongqing has become a remarkable example of urban creativity, as you will soon discover. Another thing that makes Chongqing famous is its climate. Summers are extremely hot and humid. The city is known as one of China's three furnaces, alongside Nanjing and Wuhan. During the hottest months, temperatures often rise above 110 degrees Fahrenheit, 43 degrees Celsius, while the heavy humidity makes it feel even hotter. Winters are much cooler, usually between 5 degrees Celsius and 10 degrees Celsius, 41 degrees Fahrenheit to 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Thick fog and damp air often cover the city, giving Chongqing another famous nickname, the City of Fog. In short, expect to sweat during the summer, dress warmly in the winter, and spend many days without seeing much sunshine. Administratively, Chongqing is one of only 4 municipalities in China that are directly controlled by the central government, alongside Beijing, Shanghai, and Tianjin. This means Chongqing is not part of any province. Instead, it governs a massive territory of more than 30,000 square miles, an area roughly the size of Austria. What truly sets Chongqing apart, however, is its enormous population. More than 32 million people live within its municipal boundaries, making it, by many measurements, the most populous city in the world. Many people believe Tokyo is the world's largest city. However, that is not entirely accurate from an administrative point of view. Tokyo is not one single city. Instead, it is a metropolitan government made up of several autonomous districts including Shinjuku, Shibuya, Minato, and many others. Each district has its own mayor and local government, operating almost like an independent city. A good comparison is the San Francisco Bay Area in California. Cities such as San Francisco, Oakland, and San Jose each have their own governments, city halls, and local laws. Even though they form one connected metropolitan region, they remain separate cities. In the same way, calling Tokyo one single city is not technically correct. Chongqing is different. It is one city with one government, one continuous territory, and one unified administration. Even with its incredible size, Chongqing remains relatively unknown outside China. Unlike Beijing or Shanghai, it has never become a major international tourist destination, mainly because it lies deep inland, far from China's eastern coastline. To understand how this extraordinary city became what it is today, we need to travel back in time. Number 2, history. To understand how Chongqing became one of the world's largest cities, we have to look at its past. For centuries, it was a small mountain settlement where local fishermen and traders lived along the rivers. Long ago, this region was home to the ancient kingdom of Ba, but for much of Chinese history, it remained far from the country's main political and economic centers. Everything began to change in the late 19th century. In 1891, after China opened more of its ports to international trade, a foreign concession was established along the banks of the Yangtze River. This marked the beginning of Chongqing's modernization. The city's biggest transformation came during the 1930s, after the Japanese invasion of China. In 1938, the Chinese government moved the nation's capital to Chongqing. Almost overnight, the city became the center of China's resistance during the war. What had once been a quiet mountain town quickly turned into a military headquarters, a safe haven for refugees, and a major target for enemy bombing. Despite repeated attacks, the people of Chongqing continued to resist. Their courage earned the city the proud title of the City of Heroes. When the war ended, Chongqing was no longer the national capital, but its growth continued. During the 1990s, the Chinese central government gave Chongqing the status of a directly administered municipality. This decision was part of the Go West campaign, a national plan designed to speed up the development of Western China. The city also played an important role in managing one of the country's biggest engineering projects, the construction of the world's largest hydroelectric power station. In Chongqing, traveling from one place to another feels like riding a roller coaster, taking the subway, using an elevator, and visiting an amusement park, all at the same time. Number 5. Squares in the sky. Can you imagine stepping out of an elevator on the 20th floor and walking into a public square? In Chongqing, that is part of everyday life. The city has expanded so far upward that many rooftops have become part of the city's street level. On top of buildings, you'll find parking lots, jogging tracks, small parks, benches, soccer fields, restaurants, and even gas stations. They became famous after residents began sharing videos of their daily lives on social media. Experiences like these have made Chongqing a global social media sensation. Videos showing its towering buildings, layered streets, and breathtaking vertical landscape have attracted millions of views from people all over the world. From a distance, Chongqing looks like a city from a video game. When night falls, the entire skyline transforms into something that feels like science fiction. Neon lights shine across the city, thick fog drifts between the buildings, and brightly lit bridges stretch across the rivers like floating ships. It's no surprise that many people compare Chongqing to the world of Blade Runner. One of the city's most famous attractions is Hongya Cave. Despite its name, Hongya Cave is not an actual cave. It is a spectacular, multi-level village built into the hillside along the banks of the Jialing River. The area is filled with restaurants, shops, glowing signs, and narrow streets stacked on top of one another. It is one of the best places to experience Chongqing's unique architecture and vibrant nightlife. You'll also find restaurants serving one of the city's most famous specialties, a local sauce so spicy that it can leave your mouth pleasantly numb. And that brings us to our next stop. Number 6. Hot cuisine and the hot pot capital. If there is one place in the world where spicy food is taken seriously, it is Chongqing. The city is widely known as the Chinese capital of spicy cuisine, and above all, it is famous for its legendary hot pot. Hot pot, also called hutsgu'e, literally means fire pot. It is a large pot of rich, bubbling broth placed in the center of the table, where everyone cooks their own food together. Thin slices of meat, fresh vegetables, tofu, mushrooms, seafood, and many other ingredients are dipped into the boiling soup. The meal looks simple, but the flavor is unforgettable. The story of hot pot began many years ago along the Yangtze River. Local boatmen prepared inexpensive offal with chili peppers to hide the strong taste of the meat and to stay warm during cold, damp nights on the river. Over time, this humble meal spread across China, but nowhere is it prepared quite like it is in Chongqing. The secret lies in the famous mal sauce, made with red chili peppers and Sichuan peppercorns. The flavor is unlike anything else. It creates two sensations at the same time. It burns with heat while also making your mouth feel slightly numb. For many visitors, it is an unforgettable experience. Even in nearby Chengdu, another city famous for spicy food, the recipe is usually a little milder. One of the most surprising things about Chongqing's hot pot culture is that people enjoy it throughout the entire year. Even on days when temperatures climb above 100 degrees Fahrenheit and over 1,000 local offices, creating a citywide network that monitors events in real time. If a landslide blocks a road, traffic suddenly builds up, or an emergency happens anywhere in the city, the system quickly detects the problem. Artificial intelligence analyzes the information within seconds, allowing police officers, firefighters, ambulances, and emergency teams to respond much faster. During major storms in 2024, this system helped authorities safely evacuate more than 50,000 people before dangerous landslides occurred. The city is also growing into a major technology hub. Electric vehicle manufacturers, software companies, robotics firms, and high-tech industries continue to invest here, attracted by Chongqing's strategic location and government support. What Chongqing is building is more than just another modern city. It is becoming a glimpse into the future of urban living. After all, There are very few places on Earth where you can walk through sky squares, ride a train that passes through a building, enjoy one of the world's spiciest hot pots, and experience technology that feels decades ahead of its time, all in a single day. So, had you heard of Chongqing before today? Would you love to visit this incredible city, or does its unique design seem a little too unusual for you? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to GlobeTrek, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next adventure.